What is up, guys? We're here at Ralph's, checking it out. Looks like they got a press drop of B case and C case. So we're gonna take a look through these and see what we can find. A couple here I already see that I don't have. The X-Men jet. Been trying to find that one, so it's been a little while looking around. Definitely some good ones here, so I don't know what's been gone through and what hasn't been gone through yet. So we'll take a little bit, kind of go through these and see what we can find, if anything, and check this out. So I'll be right back. Yep, you know where we're at. Here we go. Yo, check this out. That is the biggest dump bin I have ever seen, full of Hot Wheels. One side says 54 cents. The other side says 94 cents. Either way, it's awesome. So we are gonna dive in here and see what we can do. Holy cow, there's one right away. Definitely need that guy. E-case. All right, gonna get busy. See what we can find. Hopefully there's some supers in here. See some Zamacs right away. All right, guys, be right back. Gonna dig into this thing, do one more walk around. There's the little Silverado, so I'm thinking nobody's been here yet. So we are gonna stock up. All right, what is up, guys? And we're back here in the back of the store. So went through that entire dump bin. Surprisingly, there was about 20 sets of complete Zamac. Here's some more back here, but there were no supers in the entire bin. And I did go through the entire bin, so it looks like I was one of the first ones there. Normally in our area, you would not be able to find any Zamac anywhere, and so they must have just put those out this morning. I was supposed to be at the DMV, but the DMV was closed today for Cesar Chavez Day here in California, so I guess my win? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take a look through here. They do have the exclusive set here, the McLaren, the Mustang, the Porsche is kind of the elusive one. I don't think they put as many of the Porsches in these sets. Let me look back here. Yeah, there we go. There's the Porsche right there. I've got one of those, so I'm going to leave that for somebody else. But yeah, they definitely stock up here at my local Walmart. There's the Fast and Furious right there. Picked that one up a couple weeks ago. Still trying to find the DeLorean. Again, not a monster truck collector, but I'll go ahead and pan through some of these, some that you guys are probably interested in. But yeah, there's my nice stack over there on the floor. Quite a few castings that we've been trying to find and just simply have not been able to come across. And I guess today was the day I was going to find them. So certainly glad I stopped in here at Walmart. Looking down here, paying real close attention now to M2 castings. Oh, here we go. They got the diorama set in. Actually been looking for that one as well. So I'm going to grab one of those. Come back down here, see what we got. But yeah, all in all, guys, if I come across anything that's absolutely awesome, I'll switch it back on. But other than that, I'm just going to kind of look through here and get out of here. All right, on to the next. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And as you saw from that major drop at the Walmart by my store, I was able to do a pretty good haul today. And it was for a lot of castings that I've been seeing everyone else finding but had not come across. And as you also saw, there was a ton of Zamac in that drop. Now, I did take the time to go through that entire bin. There were no super treasure hunts at all. I may not have been the first one to get there. I kind of felt like I was, but it's very possible that there was other collectors that got there a little bit earlier than me. and got to them first, but there was at least 7 or 8 full cases dropped in that bin, maybe more, plus what was in the back. So quite a few there, but take a look at this, guys. Look at all of these goodies. All right, so I'm going to go through what I got today. Now, some of them are going to be duplicates because either I picked up an extra for myself or I picked up some extras for some of the Hot Wheels homies. But I'll just go through the actual singles themselves. That way you guys can see what we got. First up is this beauty right here. It is out of the Zamac edition. It is the 2020 Jeep Gladiator Zamac. This thing is awesome. I loved it in that Borla, but in this Zamac, man, anything Zamac just looks super awesome. And if you guys didn't know, I have a huge collection of Zamac up there on the wall, and this will get added to it. So there we go. And next up in the Zamac as well is this beautiful 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class. And I was really admiring the blue one that came out earlier in the year. I really thought that one was going to be the best one, but again, in Zamac, this thing is absolutely awesome. The details really pop in this, and I love how they went with the green accents on here, especially on the wheel circles here themselves. It looks really, really nice. Good back detail on here. And they can do that because on these exclusives where they're not using a lot of paint, they can put some of the headlight and taillight details on there they normally wouldn't. All right, and then the last of the Zamac that came out, it was my favorite of the 3, and it is the Mazda Repu. I am a huge fan of this truck. I love anything rotary power, and you know me, it's a JDM, so I had to pick it up, but super, super awesome. I love the way this thing sits. I love the way it looks. Perfect wheels for this casting, and super glad I was able to come across these. Typically in my area, I don't come across Zamac very often, so this was kind of a surprise. And I do have 2 other full sets here. One of them is going to the Mustang Hunter, and the other one is going to somebody else in my Hot Wheel homie network that will be picking up that set from me. All right, so next up we have this little guy right here. And now I've seen this one a couple of times on a couple of people's videos, most recently on Naz's video, and I thought this was super cool. I love the little Silverado, and the fact that they tuned it was absolutely perfect. So I did pick up a couple of these. One I'm going to open up and customize. One's going to actually stay in the collection carded, and then the other one will probably be for trade or something else like that. Somebody else that needs one or couldn't find one. There was probably, I don't know, 15 of these in that bin, so I took a few, left plenty behind, as well as plenty of Zamac behind for people to pick up. All right, next up was this beauty right here, and it is this beautiful 85 Chevy Silverado. There were not many of these in there. I actually looked for a second one of these so I could open one up, and unfortunately this is the only one that was in that entire bin, and I did go through everything, and this was the only one in there. So this must be one that's a little tougher to find, but absolutely awesome. I love this metallic green color on this. Yellow and light green striping on here just makes this thing look super cool, and it'll look good right over there on the all truck wall. So definitely glad I found that. All right, next up. All right, it is the 2020 Corvette. This would have been the Super, I believe, for this set, if I'm not incorrect, but I saw plenty of the mainline regular versions and did not see any of the Super. So I did pick up 2 of these. One of these is going to go to my man Cade. He collects anything that's exotic supercar, and he loves Corvettes as well, so he's going to get one, and mine will go up with the Corvette collection. And then finally, was able to find one of these guys right here. I've just been wanting to throw this on my keychain. There was actually several of these in there. I kind of regret not grabbing more of them, but I grabbed one because it's going to go right out of this package and right onto my keychain. And for those of you guys that saw my Instagram, you saw that I opened one of my Tacomas and it's now dangling inside of my Tacoma from the rear view mirror. So this will just accent even more. Now I'll have the Hot Wheels dangling from my keychain. All right, another one I was really hoping to find, and it is on a bit of a damaged card, but it was the only one in the basket. It is this beautiful Honda S2000, and of course it is because of this Ryu Asada Ryu's Rides emblem here. It is going to go up on my Ryu's homage wall, and just really glad. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find this one. I knew it was going to be tough, and was super glad that I did come across that. And speaking of reuse rides, I found the other one from this series, and it is the McLaren F1 in this beautiful black enamel. It's got the regular 5 spokes on it, just like it did in the gray color or the silver color. But the main reason I wanted it was because it is a reuse rides, and my goal is to get all of them for this year that have this reuse rides moniker on them, just in support of a great designer, my favorite designer at Mattel, who passed away last year. All right, next up, another one for the JDM crew. This is one that I was really wanting to find, and so glad. I missed a couple drops at Target for E-Case and have not been able to find this one. And it is the custom 2001 Acura Integra GSR. And I just love the way this thing looks. It's in the exact same color as the Japanese set that came out from Amazon. This really dark green metallic color. It looks really good on here, almost black in certain lights, but super, super cool. Super glad I came across this one. All right, next up, I did find a couple of these, and it is the Draftmator. And of course, this is the treasure hunt for the E-Case. I think we're going to open one of these, and one of these is going to be an entrant to the newly reopened the Horsepower Speedway that's hosted by the Mustang Hunter. And because it is made for track, it has the track tires. We're going to see how this baby does, and it'll make it all the better that it is a treasure hunt. So we'll be racing a treasure hunt over there on Horsepower Speedways. I was able to pick up 2 more of these. One of these will be for Cade, and one of these I'll probably just set aside if somebody was not able to find one or wants one. I'll have that ready for trade. All right, next up is this bad boy right here, probably the most coveted one I wanted from this series. I had not seen any of these other than what people have been showing, and it is this beautiful Nissan Silvia Liberty Walk S15. Now, if you guys don't know, the 3 branded codes for the Silvias for body codes were the S13, S14, and S15. And the way you can tell an S15 from its older brothers would be the slanted nose here. It has a much more slanted nose and a little bit narrower nose on the front. So the way that they look, they're very similar from the side, but anybody who knows their S13s, 14s, and 15s can instantly spot a 15. And also the headlights are going to be different when you see a traditional S15 as opposed to a 13 and a 14. But this looks absolutely gorgeous in this Liberty Walk setup with the wide body kit on it, number 23 on the side. Of course, it's got the Liberty Walk down here on the bottom corner of the quarter panel. And this thing is simply awesome, guys. Super, super awesome. I did pick up a few of these. Of course, I've got a couple of other JDM hunters in the house with me. This will go to my son Ty, and Cade cannot be outdone, so he's going to want one too. So all of us in the house now will have the Liberty Walk. All right, next up is this baby right here. And I wasn't sure if I was going to want this until I saw it in person. And once I saw this beautiful metallic blue on this car, I knew I was going to grab this and add this to my Chevelle collection. And it is the 70 Chevelle SS Wagon. And this is super awesome. You can actually see the SS moniker right there inside of the grille. It's got the SS striping across the hood, across the top, and down the sides. Hot Wheels flame on the back. These really big, beautiful wheels that come on it like that. Really no color details, but it is because the bumper is in chrome to match the bottom side. But it's the bottom that is chrome and the interior is actually in black. So it is a 2-piece. They didn't just go chrome on chrome, which I'm super glad they didn't. They kept it more traditional. And it looks like what you would see on a 70s car with big boat-looking cars and chrome everywhere. So super, super cool. Glad I found that. Now here's another one that I was having trouble finding, and I don't know why, but it just wasn't anywhere that I had been looking. It is this 2009 Ford F-150, and it's mostly because of the livery on here. I love that Goodyear livery, and it was perfect because it's a big truck. They could fit that big logo on there. And I love the blue that they used on this. Any of these blues that Hot Wheels have been picking lately have been super cool, super awesome, and I just love them. And it is done really well. It does have the tail light details there. Not so much on the front, but it does have that big chrome grille. and just a really nice stance to it. And we got a little bit of chrome accenting in the back because the interior is chrome, so they just continued that into the back of the bed of the truck. So super, super cool. Glad I found that one. All right, another one that I was really looking for, because again, it's a reused ride, is this beautiful baby right here. It is the 91 Mazda MX-5 Miata, but it is a Mad Mike's design. So that's his moniker right there, and the Mad Mike's monogram also there. But this thing is cool. It was as though they didn't know what else to do, so they picked a whole bunch of different colors, threw it all together, and they created this awesome looking Miata. So really cool. I love the splashes of color all throughout here. It is part of the J Import series, so this is not an art car. This is what the designers intended for it to be. This was a Mad Mike design, so this would have been an actual car that you would see in a Mad Mike's garage. It's got all the advertisers up there on the hood, of course, and it's got kind of a travel digital pattern here on the side, and the Hot Wheels badge there, of course, and some of the other advertisers that are in there inside of their tempos. But really, really nice. Love this, and it's another one that I get to add to the Rio Asada wall. All right, here's another awesome one that was a must-have for me, and that's just because I have a huge collection of Big Air Bel Airs. The most recent one I got came from the Mustang Hunter. It was the Kroger exclusive that I could not find anywhere, or maybe it was the GameStop exclusive. Either one, it was the really nice blue color, and this is the first time we've seen it in black. We've seen it in white. We've seen it in another color of like a gray, a teal, of course that blue that we saw it in the exclusive, and now we've got it in this black. So I had a spot all picked out for this. There's a spot on the wall where it's gonna go, and that was me just kind of nodding up there to make sure I had the spot. But yep, I have the spot, and super glad. It says "Get Big Air" here on the side, which is super cool. But I love the way they do these. They're just a really nice design. It's one of those that I look forward to whenever there's a new release of this, and super glad that Hot Wheels finally decided to go with this this black, and it looks like it's got lightning bolts down the side also in red and yellow, and a nice red interior, but super, super cool. All right, moving down the road, another awesome one. It's not part of the J Imports, but it is as J Import as you get, and is the beautiful Toyota AE86 Sprinter Terreno. And I have, of course, the GameStop exclusive that I just recently acquired by buying the case from GameStop. And that one is super, super awesome. I love the way that one looks. Actually, it's not the Terreno, I have the Supra. But I do have a couple of the other Terrenos. I have the white from last year, or this year. I have the Falcon, I believe, both versions of the Falcon in the black and white, and also in the teal color. And this is yet another one that's going to get added in there. I did have the other AE86, but I opened it, and so I guess I technically do have it, but I don't have it sealed anymore. So that would have been the one from 2021 that I was referring to. But all in all, I love this one. It's super awesome. The red is perfect on this car. The detailing on it is super great. It's got the old Apex badging on there. Any of you guys that are old school tuners, you either had Apex or Gretty or something on your car, or that sticker. Everyone had Apex. So just a nice flashback. All right, and last but not least, certainly not least, is this beautiful guy right here. And we saw this originally in the, I want to say, one of the premium lines, either the James Bond, or I think it might have even been in the Car Culture. I can't remember which one. I do have it. I can't replace it right now, but it is this beautiful Aston Martin Valhalla concept. Now, I know there were not a lot of people that were fans of this casting. In fact, it was one of the lowest voting cars for new castings in 2021 on the Lamley Awards. But you know what? I really love the way this thing sits. It's kind of like a mixture between, it would be like if a Koenigsegg and a McLaren had a baby. It would be this Aston Martin Valhalla concept. So I'm happy I found it. It was the only one that I found in the entire bin there. And of course it is from the latest James Bond 007, No Time to Die Very fitting. Spoiler alert, there might be a death in that movie. But yeah, super glad I found this. But yeah, guys, I wasn't even going to be stopping anywhere to look for anything today. I was supposed to be at the DMV, but the DMV was closed for a holiday here in California for Cesar Chavez Day. I did not realize that, and so I actually had time to just stop by. It wasn't too far to the Walmart. Oh, really quick. So from Ralph's, since I did do Ralph's in the video also, I did find a couple of other things, and they were C-Case related. Let me grab those. I set those aside. And the first one is this guy right here. It is the Tesla Cybertruck, and as we all know, it was just a wheel swap, but it is cool. I didn't have the original, so now I have a Tesla Cybertruck. I thought it was really neat when I first saw it, but I was never really able to get a hold of one. They were just really tough to find last year. And then when I could find them, I just didn't have the desire, but I saw it with the new off-road truck tires on it, said, yep, I'll grab one. The next one is this baby right here, and this thing right here, I can't even begin to describe to you how nice these look. Now, I did find one of these in a rewards center for an arcade that my son Cade actually won this for me with tickets, and we were able to use the little drop. But it had a hole punched right here in the W where they hung it up. And so I was really hoping to find another one that had a better card, and here it is. So now the other one we can open up and use that baby to drive around. We like to have little lowrider meets here in our house with the different lowriders that we have, so now we have that one to open. And then last but not least, first Star Trek in the set. It is the beautiful USS Enterprise NCC 1701. Absolutely love this. Not a Trekkie, but man, so glad I found this thing. Super cool. Saw quite a few of them in the bin today. And the back of the store, so there was some old stock beneath some of the new stock that was dumped in there today, but since I already had one, super cool. But yeah, guys, that wraps it up, man. Hopefully you guys are getting out there and checking your Walmarts. I talked to a couple of my other SoCal Hot Wheel homies, and they had some pretty big dumps at their Walmarts too, so it looks like in preparation for Easter weekend that's coming up in the next couple of weeks. They're really starting to load up on the small items that you would see traditionally at Easter. And it looks like Hot Wheels is one of those items. So get out to your Walmarts. I'd say get out to your Targets, but I have been and there hasn't been much. But you know, F-Case is dropping, so you definitely want to get out there and check whenever you can. But as always, guys, I'm glad you were able to come along on the journey with me. If you haven't already, take some time to like this video and let me know in the comments which one of the E-Case is your favorite. Some of us have different tastes, and I might have even left some stuff behind that you're like, man, why wouldn't you have grabbed that? But, you know, I got to kind of keep it to what I'm collecting, and there was a lot of great castings I did leave behind. But if you get a chance and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I try to post up content often and keep it fresh on here, and hopefully we're going to start moving into a little bit of a new genre in here, and we're going to start doing some weekly news updates on what's up in the areas, and I'll try to incorporate some interviews with some of the Hot Wheels homies that are kind of broadcasting what they're finding in their area. So if you live in that area, you'll kind of have a little bit of information about what's really going on in your area, and it kind of helps us all together as collectors really find the things that we're trying to find. Also, one more note, I'm getting closer and closer to that 500 subscriber mark. We're at about 340 or so right now, which means probably in the next month we should be seeing that 500 number, hopefully. I don't want to be presumptuous because now I'll say that and I'll be frozen, but that's okay. But as we get closer, I'll start giving an announcement about the 500 subscriber giveaway. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna want to attend. I'm gonna live stream for the first time for that thing, and we're gonna pull the winner live. And that way, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do more than one winner. I've got a lot of extra stuff, and I'm starting to think about it now. I'm gonna do more than one winner, so you definitely are gonna want to tune into that. But that's it for me that is it for me for today, guys. I'll look forward to seeing you guys joining me on the next and future hunts. And once again, this is Super JDM Diecast, and I'm out.